Hi there, and welcome to 272analytics.com's tutorial on how to rename variables in Stata. In order to do so, let's go ahead and load the Census 13 dataset from the web. It's a built-in Stata dataset. And let's change the name of medage here to age. The command to do that is simply rename, followed by the name of the variable as it currently is, and then followed by the name of the variable you'd like to change it to. So I've just gone ahead and picked age as my preferred renaming. And as we can see here, medage was transformed into age. So rename is going to be useful, particularly useful as a code command more so than point and click method. If you're given a data set that has, let's say, just dozens and dozens of variable names that are very uninformative, like V1, V2, V3, V4, and you want to be able to do some batch commands, you want to go ahead and copy and paste in something like this into a text editor or let's say a do file. It's much easier, really, take my word for it, to repeatedly copy commands like this using Control V and Control C and just changing a few letters around rather than going and point and click and write and point and click and write. It can take forever to, you'd be surprised, it can take quite a while to rename a lot of variables using the graphic user interface. That's why it's good to start your knowledge of how to rename just with the rename command. And of course, as with any other Stata command, there are numerous variations of rename that you can use. For the most part, this is all that you're going to be interested in. You might want to follow that up, of course, in many cases with a label variable command for the new variable that you've created, and that's for the purposes of tables. So let's say that you're creating this table over here, just for the sake of illustration, and you want to copy and paste it over, maybe as a picture file or whatnot, and you don't want age here to be in lowercase because everything else is uppercase, frequency, percent, and cum. So it's going to look better if it looks like this with a capital A. So that's why right after you rename it, that's a really good time to go ahead and label that variable with whatever name, and here it's just the uppercase A that I've added, that you would like to see when you construct tables or other statistical procedures using that variable that you've just renamed. I hope this tutorial was helpful to you, and I would like to invite you to visit 272analytics.com for access to all our free statistics tutorials in Stata, SPSS, R, eViews, and Minitab. Here at 272analytics.com, we provide data consulting primarily to graduate students. Therefore, we work very closely with you in order to perfect your Chapter 3 and Chapter 4. That means helping you design surveys, getting your data input, assisting you with fashioning appropriate research questions and hypotheses, getting your data, extracting them, transforming them, cleaning them, putting them through analysis, interpreting them, explaining them to you so that at the end of the day, you know exactly what story your data tell, why they matter, what they mean, in a manner that lets you write a perfect Chapter 4 following a perfect Chapter 3 and lets you defend your dissertation or thesis with complete confidence. We provide ethical consulting. It's not a writing service, so you will be responsible for taking our blueprint, our assistance, our consulting, and transforming them into an appropriate academic project for yourself. I'd also like to remind you that we provide the same services to undergraduate students who are working with quantitatively oriented assignments. Thank you so much for listening and have a great day.